Welcome back, traders. Welcome back, traders. Um, I just want to continue going over the setup just so you guys could get more, I guess, more visuals of it. Because the more we see it, the better off we're going to be, and we'll be able to see it in live markets. So what we have here, these color illustrations are like the period separators. So this was one period right here. This was a period. This was some period right here, right? Um, I put them on there. You don't have to use them, but I just wanted to give a quick synopsis of what I'd be looking for. I don't need the period separators because I already see the timing down here. All the times are right here. You see the 3, the 6, the 9, the 12, 15. So I already understand what time I'm on. So right here, during this period in the blue left, this wick up here, right? So you know for sure sellers sold the market out, right? So their liquidity is sitting up here. So that's why we have a beautiful little, let's make it so we have a blue liquidity spot right here, right? And on a higher time frame, this is the M. Now, IML and Bruce type traders will be trading M's and trying to look for sales, which nothing's wrong with that, but we already know they become liquidity a lot. So we have a triple bottom right here, right? And let's see, this was the session low. Let me make sure this is right. So this is the session low for this blue. This is the session high for this blue. We have a triple bottom and price wicked below and took these traders out. So I'm looking to see who got taken out. Where's liquidity? Like, especially trading on this M5 setups. So where's liquidity? Liquidity came out, took out these buyers. So the next thing I'm looking at is right here. We have a demand setup. We have, and remember what our demand setup is the foundations or gaps. We have a demand that has a gap and then it's above the 200 EMA. So we got this gap right here. Let's put a beautiful illustration of gap. So we know that the market needs to come and fill this gap. So like what I do on Discord when I'm giving y'all setups like this, I'm like, okay, I'm doing something like this. Price already manipulated and took these lows out for this session, so I'm not tripping off that. Now I'm looking for it to come from that session and take those highs out where those sellers were selling the big old M. You know, Bruce and IML traders trade M's and stuff like that, so they become liquidity. Anyway, so I'm waiting for the gap to be filled, and once it comes in, we just take the break of the candle. So it'll be something like this. This is a 1 to 4.5, whatever, or you can all depending on. I'll have it set up like this, but where this is where you do your homework. You got to come in and make sure you're getting the right entry. So let's do this. Let's play it. Comes up and look, comes up, comes fills the gap in, right? Some people would aggressively get in, not really aggressive get in type person. And there we go. So the gap is filled. That's the rejection candle. We would have got in somewhere right there. You can get away with putting your stop loss. Now, see how you got. Now, at first, it was right here, but you had to take the break of the candle, so you had to come in right here, which potentially, I always say potential RR is this. Sometimes the RR don't end up being it. Now you got to take it like that. You see what I'm saying? Or something to that extent. You can put the wick right here. I mean, stop loss right here if you want to, below the wick, because sometimes I do that, but or you can just keep it at the zone. I usually put it at the wick, and we go from there. Let's see what happens. And all right, so price successfully comes and wicks out where the liquidity was at right there. So we got a 2.5, 2.5 R trade. If you would have got in aggressively, yeah, you would have had that move. But I'm not an aggressive entry type person. I want to get in, break the candle. I want it below the candle, something like that. I'm going for liquidity or I'm going for the next supply or whatever. and you would have something like that. So that is the illustration. So when when I do have that, the setup like that, you have to modify it and take the break of the candle and, and deal with that. I mean, this honestly, the setups, guys, in the morning time, we're like, I'm looking at, I'm journaling and I'm looking at some of the setups that we took. We're well over 75, 80% win rate with these setups when we take the break of the candle and it actually comes down, fills the gap, taps the zone, breaks the candle, all the stuff that we're looking for. We're literally above 75%. Like this is why I love taking supply demand early during my sessions and stuff like that. We kill it during our Discord. But I just had to make that quick video so you guys can see that you have to modify it. And yeah, you might lose some RR, but we're not really concerned about losing RR as long as we're winning longevity. So that's what it looks like. You need to go back over this video to see what I'm talking about as far as the sessions and the times. Go over it. This indicator is, you don't need to use this indicator of session breaks. But I mean, if you type in vertical period bars and trading sessions, this will come up so you can see where the session high, you'll see that that's the session high, that's the session low. Price took out all liquidity for that session already. So I already knew that we were looking for pull up, foundation, gap field, break a candle, TP where the next liquidity is at. It's really simple. Simple stuff. Um, Before I go, coming into what traders fail at when it comes to strategies that work, you guys try to take other strategies and add it on to the actual strategy that's actually working. See, you're gonna have to let go of all of that other stuff. I mean, if you have to tweak it a little bit to make it work with you and your schedule and what you got going on with your lifestyle, that's fine. But if you tweak it too much where you start getting confused and don't understand, the basics of the edge, then you're giving yourself a disservice. Like let go of all that stuff you learned from IML and Bruce and all that stuff. You have to let it go. We're not trading M's and W's and all that stuff anymore. We're doing a foundation of supply and demand. We're looking for break instruction. We're looking for change of character. We're looking for the gaps, which is the foundation of the order blocks, which are the supply and demand. And we take it. And TP is usually where the next liquidity at or the next order block. It's really simple. Just keep it simple. Don't add nothing to it, and you'll be successful. So, with that being said, we had a really good week last week. 3.5% gain for that week. After coming off that amazing week of 11.5% gain. We don't know when those 11.5% gain weeks will happen, but we'll try our best to just mechanically in probabilities trade the market the way we trade the market, and we just go from whatever results it gives us is what it gives us. So we play it as a system of probabilities. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.